Hey, Susan, how are you?
Hello, Megan. How are you?
I'm awesome. It's so good to talk to you. I love you to death. That's all I can say. I love you to death because I love the fact that you're the love hacker. Like you're amazing. You're amazing. The stories that you have and the people that you've helped are incredible. And I just always appreciate you being on the Soaring Summit. But just how are you? What's going on?
Oh my gosh. It's a funny time of year because I don't want to work this time of year. Like literally, I don't want to work. Like, all that grind and push. Usually by November, I'm winding down because, we forget how to have fun. In the year, we have these projects and we're tied to so many different projects. And next thing you know is like, you have to actually stop and think about how do you have fun, right? So this year, 2021, has always about having fun, getting together with girlfriends, even during the pandemic, just having a good time and helping each other, staying above board. So now is the time of year where it's like, I really just want to, all I'm doing is baking. So I work with some clients, but I'm not actively trying to get more clients this time of year. Yeah, it's great.
It's funny because I love the holidays because you can actually get a lot of things accomplished in between family and friends and be able to do a lot of positive things because everybody's like checked out and I always base everything on traffic in LA. And even this past week in LA, like the traffic was like half the amount that it normally is because people are starting to chill down. So it is. I think that no matter what you believe in, no matter what you do, the holidays are really a positive time for spirit and for doing great things. And it's just really fun. I love it. My kids are with my mom and dad for Christmas Eve, and then they're coming with me on Christmas Day, and I'm so excited.
Oh, well, Megan, what do you do? Because you're always in giving mode 24/7, 365 days a year, anyways. Like, so what is your giving initiative for Christmas? Like, are you doing something like, a lot of us get involved with like the shelters or like, what are you doing this like over the season?
I help my neighbors, honestly. I try to stay low profile. So my neighbors, I live in a community of a lot of people that are a little bit older, and so and they're my big thing during the holidays, and I think and I really thought about it this year, is that people are lonely, and it's not just the holidays. People are lonely. So what I try to do personally for my personal endeavor is to people who are lonely or don't have family is bring them dinner, just visit with them, talk to them, because that's the best gift you can give. Some of the best gifts you can give are the simplest, which is being kind, loving, and just being nice. And so that's my charity personally, is I just try to help people around me that I know are lonely and that I know that don't have family or friends. And it's funny because the people that live around me, their kids actually call. I say kids, but they're my age, 51. They're like, Megan, can you please go to my dad's house and give him dinner? Can you please go to, and so that's my charity, is that's the kind of thing that I do.
Oh, no, seriously. It's funny because in the past, a long time ago, I used to believe that, oh, you give money to the shelters and that's great, or you give money to this foundation and that charity. And so, like the last few years, I just wanted to be a part of doing that. So, this year, it's funny. One of my clients and now friends is a school teacher, but she ended up this year taking a contract with a school. It's a community where they're not privileged, right? So a lot of kids, actually, she was telling me the story about, some of her students come to school hungry, or they come to school cold because they don't have the right clothing. They come to school with bruises. That it's just really awful. And one of the kids, and this is grade 3. Like, this is grade 3, and one of the girls, they just found out that she just released or told the teacher, my friend, that she was sexually abused by her stepfather for the last 2 years. And so when these kids are very troubled, they don't know what love is. So she came in, and all she does is give them love, give them hugs, and show them life. And so when she was telling me that she was putting together a very special Christmas for them, a Christmas that they will never forget, she went out and bought gifts. So she started getting people to, like, her people started giving her money to make this Christmas really great for the kids. So she went out to buy presents. So what I did was I baked, literally, there are 60 kids. I baked for a whole damn week, and I baked them cookies. I baked them like and healthy cookies, healthy carrot cake muffins, healthy zucchini muffins, and yeah. So I just did that this past week. So it was so rewarding. The children, I mean, really.
Well, you're like me in the sense that we work really hard and we help a lot of people, but then we also at the back house, I call it the back house, with family and friends. We take care of family and friends, and we take care of our spouses and all that kind of good stuff. So, that's what it's all about. So I would say, to answer your question specifically, I would say my goal and my charity is helping people that are lonely during the year. And it just hit me, like I said, this year that, I shouldn't do it just during Christmas. I should do it all year long. Everybody that I know that's lonely, try to be an inspiration and give them some love, because everybody's important. Everybody's important.
Well, actually, what you just said is a segue to. I've been talking about this for a little while now, but 2022 is a very unique year, and it doesn't mean it's a great year. It's just a very unique year, and I've been talking about because this is the time of year where, for myself, my entire life, I've always focused on goals of the next year around the November time, right? So
Mhm.
then you can get focused and clear. And so 2022 is a very interesting year because it's all about community. Like that's it. Like there's nothing more complicated than that. But there are a lot of people that don't know how to integrate into a community. There are a lot of people that don't know how to invite people to a community. And there's a lot of people that don't know how to be a team player in the world. So you're like this master team person that is always collaborating and helping others and bringing people together, which is why you're doing your show, right? But at the same time, though, we need to really build a community together, right? And help each other elevate. So what you're talking about is, yeah, that's what we're going to all be doing in 2022. We just don't know it yet, but it
Yeah,
is.
so I always say keep it, dumb it down. I always call it dumb it down. Dumb it down to your neighbors, your people, the people around you. Just the simplest things really make a difference in people's lives. And just be kind and be loving and help people. Give someone a hug. Like the simplest things can make a difference. And so that's my charity. And so, just being kind and helping and just giving people a hug and being an inspiration for people, that's always my goal. So, how,
Yeah.
how do people get in contact with you, Susan?
Well, I have my website that people could go to, but really go into my website and book a call with me because I'm always curious because I'm all about collaborating, right? And for the 2022 year, I've actually because one of the things I stand by is be heard, be seen, and belong, right? That is my tagline for Steel Roses, bringing more trust and love to the world. And the only way I can do it is be here to hear you and to see you, and so um, the web go on my website and you'll see a lot of content there about what I do. But for 2022, I've actually taken my work to help coaches because there are so many coaches out there that have the heart to go help a lot of people. But who's taking care of us? Like literally, we're going out there helping people. Like who has our back? And God forbid we have a lot of coaches have our own issues, right? It's like, well, who do we be vulnerable with, right? Or who do we talk to? And so, but it's helping coaches and people feel safe in this world because a lot of us don't feel safe to communicate or express, right?
I think security is like the most important thing in the sense of, I mean, other than my faith, but security is really important. Having security, and I think that's what, as a reach out, that's what we can do for a lot of people. Just like you do it perfectly, is give people security. And I want you to say to everybody, like, your favorite love hacker story, not mentioning names obviously, but just think about it for a second. The person that you help the best with, because so many people want to find love. And it's so sad to me because, and I'm not in this industry at all, but you're the love hacker. So people want to find a mate. And I think I'm 51, and I think that, you evolve in time about having a mate, but having a partner and somebody that you can trust and love and is loyal is so important. And you're an expert at helping people find that, no matter what age they are. You're an expert at that. So what's your favorite love hacker story?
Oh my God, I have one literally that's very well. I worked with this lady last November, right? As she hired me to help her just tap back into her dream. She didn't even hire me. She knew of me as a love hacker, but she wanted to hire me for achieving a certain goal that's personal rather than corporate, right? So she ran a business, she's an entrepreneur, she's highly successful, but when it comes to personal goals, she doesn't know what to do, which is a lot of us women, right?
That's what women like us do. We focus on our business and we forget about the personal side.
Yeah. So, and then we're stuck in the business and we don't go into personal. So anyway, she goes, as I said to her, I said, but you look like someone that is ready for love. She goes, oh, no, no love for me. No, I'm good. No, I don't want you to help me with love. I'm like, okay, whatever. No joke. So of course I helped her with connecting with her goal, her dream. And we achieved that. But within 2 months, she found the one. No joke. And I'm like, yeah, so much for your stupid comment, right? It's like, luckily, I don't care what you say because I'm there to serve your heart, your truth, which is why I hack my way to your truth. What we say is not always the truth. We try to say what we think we should say to protect ourselves. So anyways, she met him, but I was actually coaching him as well. So they met haphazardly. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyways, so they just called me last week, surprised me with the fact that they're engaged.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah. So the funny story here is she told me, no, I don't want love coaching. I'm like, okay, whatever. Because I mean, my forte is helping people connect with themselves and their truths. And then after that, all the magic comes out. And most of my clients don't hire me to find love. And if they do, I tell them, I'm not a matchmaker. Just 2 weeks ago, somebody contacted me and said, I want you to matchmake me. Can you please match me with somebody? And when I spoke to her, I said, you're not ready to be matched because even if I match with somebody, it's not going to sustain it. So we need to get you to be happy with yourself first, because otherwise you're going to become needy. And I know what men want, and they don't want needy.
Correct. Absolutely.
Right. So yeah, so I'm helping her with her self-mastery. But the other case was the one that
and I just want to before I forget, I want to say that what's so cool about you is that, like I said, you help people love themselves first.
Yes,
and then when you love yourself, love comes. And I think that, that's the key, is that when you love yourself first, love comes afterwards.
Yeah. And you know what? The interesting thing is, it's not even just about loving ourselves. I get you to fall so freaking in love with yourself that you're looking at me like, man, I am hot. I am like hot. But of course, with women particularly, and I've always worked with men my entire career in corporate. So when I retired, I decided to work with women. And women have a superpower that men don't have, is that, and this is what I did for myself. So I teach women how to do this. Number one, how many women do we know when I ask you what your goal is, that you give me a specific goal? They're like, oh my God, I don't know. I don't really, no, I don't care about goals. And I just live. I'm like, okay, well, we're we're animals that are goal driven, right? So even if you're a mom, you're the best goal achiever because your goal as a mom is to make sure that the family is happy. The kids are fed. That's a goal still, right? But the moment I ask women about goals, they all like clamp up and they're like, oh no, that's a lot of pressure, right? But what gives us confidence though? Think about it. Women don't really have confidence in the personal level because we don't have personal goals. But once we have a goal and we're working towards it, you know that you feel like a badass, kick-ass goal achiever. And how confident are you going to be, right? So it's really, 2022 is all about changing that dialogue and the societal programming and getting the women to give themselves permission to actually want more, right? And to go get it. And that is the sexiest thing you can do.
Well, it's funny because, I was a single mom since my kids were 13, 14, and 15. And I think that you go into tiger mode, like lion mode, whatever you want to call it, because when you're a single mom and you have children, you focus on your business, because I've always been successful in business, and you focus on the business and then you focus on your kids. And so what happens is, and I'll just tell you this from a personal perspective, is, and we're live, but you focus on, because you're my friend, so I always talk to you normally, but the thing is, you focus on taking care of your children and providing for them when you're a single mom, and you forget about you personally. And so then what happens is then the kids grow up a little bit, and then you go, oh gosh, you know what? I really would like a partner. And that's why you should call a love hacker.
There you go. Well, the love hacker was given to me because I was working with a lady who was a coach. Disaster. Like it was it was a train wreck, right? She was a train wreck when I met her.
And she was a coach?
Yeah. Well, and this is why coaches, it's a very unique thing because as coaches, a lot of us come into the coaching industry without any training. We don't even have business training. We've never been an entrepreneur. And this lady was a housewife. And she became a coach because she went to all these conferences through all these gurus and went into heavy debt. So she was in heavy debt from all the what I call the transformational trap, like just trapped into that constant high. And then on top of that, she can't find love. Her health was going down the drain. She didn't have any. She was just under a lot of stress, but she loved people. So I call it the perpetual people pleaser that can't be a coach. So anyways, so when I offered to help her, she wanted me to help her and get me to help her. And she said, Susan, it's going to take a miracle to do anything for me. Right. And
I believe in miracles. That's what my TV show is about, is miracles.
Yeah. So I said to her, well, I don't really believe in miracles. I believe in magic. And magic is because we have the power to create it, right? So let's take the miracles and ramp it up into steroids, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I could actually create these miracles, which is magic. So anyways, within 3 months, no joke, she found love. And within 6 months, she got the dream job that she had set out to get a year ago. And we got her the job. And so she said, oh my God, you just hacked right through all that noise within my system. I was confused about what was wrong or right. And we just focused on the truth, and she found love, and now she's working in her first job in her entire life, where she's able to use her coaching skills and be well paid within 6 months. So you can go from train wreck to getting everything you want in a fast amount of time if you're hacked with your truth.
I think that, so everybody who's listening right now, what you need to know is the number one thing is you got to find your true self. And if you don't know how to do that, call the love hacker, Susan, because she's the best at it. And it's really true, coming to and I'll say it in the Megan simple terms, blonde version, just come to know you, your positives, your negatives. And then once you know yourself, and then put down a list of what you want, and then work with Susan, because Susan will teach you how to find that. And she truly is amazing at that. And she's my friend. I've known her now for about, a year and a half I've known you. And I call you my COVID friend.
I have a lot of COVID. You have a lot of COVID friends too, like seriously. But
tons.
You know what makes you unique? And this is why I connect with you so well, because there are women out there that have it all. And I do believe I am so grateful for everything I have, that I've achieved, that I've gotten for myself. And you too. We have love. We have great families. We have children. And we have a lifestyle that really, what have we to complain about? So now all we do is we can give. But everybody wants to give. But give to yourself first. Fill your glass up first. If there's nothing else you can take away from this conversation.
Exactly. And, I've had ups and downs in my life, just like everybody else has had. I've had tons of ups and downs in my life. But the thing is that I think the best thing that you can do in my mission for this Christmas season is to love and help the people that don't have the same amount of love. That's my mission for me personally. And So it was awesome to talk to you.
I know, always. You see, I'm now pumped and inspired to finish off my year. I don't need anything else. I just have to keep baking and we're good.
Oh, no, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, enjoy the family and the holidays. And I will see you soon. And always, guys, please just Google Love Hacker. Check her out on Facebook. Make sure that you find her, because if you're looking to figure out your personal self and just need a person to talk to, Susan is the best. She's absolutely the best, no doubt about it. And then she'll also, once you get yourself, everybody is beautiful. Everybody is amazing. God made everybody perfect. But sometimes you lose sight of that because of the world and all social media and all the BS out there. But, Susan can help you find that. And then she can also help you find love, because she's a love hacker.
Yeah, everybody deserves love. I don't care where the love comes from.
Well, I always I wanted to end it, but I gotta say one more time. I think it's so weird that there's so many lonely men and lonely women, and they can't connect. So that's why they need to call the love hacker, because you can help them with that.
Well, the only reason why they can't connect is because their magnet is off keel.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like they got to figure out themselves first, and that's why just call the love hacker, get a hold of Susan Human, you're good to go.
Yeah.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks, Megan. Like you always pump me up.
I love you.
Love you too.
I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.